David Newman here with GBBG Bitbillions, and what I'm going to show you here is now that we're going through the transition, you'll see that when you log into your account at the top you'll see a warning, and I'll just read it. It says it appears you do not have a profile associated with this account. To create a profile or link with an existing profile, you need to go to your My Account page. You can find the link to your My Account page in the settings menu at the very top right hand side of every page. You can also just click on the My Account here. So let's go into the process of setting up a profile. Once you click on the My Account, you'll see this is a little bit different to how it was before. You previously would have had an email associated with it. So we want to create a profile for the account. So we'll click on Create. We then have some questions we need to fill out. First name, last name, tax type, tax name, tax number, personal number, that's depending on where you come from, if there is a number like a social security number or something like that. Email, confirming the email, your gender, your country, just scroll down, primary language, the payout method, which you'll see there's a couple of choices, PayPal or Payza, your payout email, very important you get that on there, and confirming that. So I'll just go and fill that out and then I'll submit. You'll notice on the tax type you have a choice of individual, sole proprietor, which a lot of people will be just under that one. There's also LLC-C, LLC-S, LLC-P, corporation or C corporation, S corporation, partnership or trust estate. The majority of people, if you're not sure what you are, if you're just doing this yourself, you'll come under the individual sole proprietor. Okay, after clicking on submit, you'll get to step 2. On this step, you'll have your birth date, telephone, address, city, town, and your postal code. So I'll just fill those out. After you've completed that step, you'll come to step 3, which is setting up security questions, similar to what you may have done previously. So you can set them up however you want, and obviously make sure there's ones that you're going to remember what you answer for. After you've complete that step, you'll come to this page, which will say unconfirmed. You've completely established your primary profile account, however your details are yet to be confirmed. To provide all our customers with the best and most secure services, we need to ensure that the information our customers provide us is accurate. In order for us to process your earnings payouts, we must confirm your identity and address. If you're claiming income as a business, we must also confirm your business information. Please be prepared to scan evidence documents and deliver them to our compliance department. So these are the things that you need. Personal evidence. Every account must have confirmed person of responsibility. Please submit the following 2 documents to prevent any future delays. A photo ID could be a passport, driver's license, as long as your name and date of birth matches the information on here, and you've got to have 3 edges of the ID visible. Proof of address, a telephone bill, electricity or utility bill, must be within 3 months. Name and address must match the information on your primary profile. A photo ID will not be accepted as proof of address. Business evidence is a little bit different. If you're claiming income as a business, you must also submit evidence that your business is real and documented by your government. If you are not a business, you do not need to submit business evidence. Okay, that's pretty obvious. So proof of registration, certificate of incorporation, certificate of name registration, or any document issued by a government authority confirming validity and registration of the business. Proof of authority and ownership. Articles, pretty much depending on what country you live in, whatever the documents is that pretty much say that you own that business. You have to submit the evidence through to the email address bitbillions@gmail.com, and if you put a subject of compliance documents, that way it won't get mixed up with other stuff. And please include the member ID number of your primary profile account with all communication. Otherwise, all they're going to do is they're going to get a heap of identification and not know who it belongs to. Okay, so we continue on that, and then we get back to our main account. Now, the reason that GBBG has to do this is a lot of it's legal reasons, a lot of it is also protecting you. So the next step is you can go into your profile. You've got all your profile details there. Payout info should be there. Compliance info. It'll tell you what sort, whether it's an individual or business. There's privacy settings on there as well, whether you receive emails from Bitbillions or not, which you should if you want to get all the latest information. IBCs is your independent business centers. Now, once you've set up your primary, you can then link other accounts, and you do that by clicking on link, answer the security questions, now your account is unlocked for editing. It will remain unlocked for 30 minutes. Okay, so we go continue. We now want to go back to IBCs again, link, and then you've got to put the member number that you want to link and confirm it and submit. So I'll go ahead and do that. Once you click link on that, it'll come up with this screen, which will say invitation notice being sent to the account you wish to link with this profile. You must sign into that account and accept the invitation for the link to be activated. That way, it can't be someone else. You can't just invite a link of someone else's account and they just accept it. If you get an invitation to link to an account that you don't know about, I'd suggest you do not accept it. Only link to your own accounts. You can then choose to either link another IBC or cancel. So we'll just go on cancel and go back. So we've now gone through the profile, the IBCs. Security will be the same as your questions, and that's to modify your questions. And there's also a help, but we haven't got a help set up in there yet. Okay, now you can see what happens when you have an account with a pending link invitation. It says this IBC has been invited to link with the following primary IBC, and it'll give you the member ID for the primary one. To link it, you go to the My Account and you find the link. So we'll do that. We go to the My Account, and now we can either accept or reject it. So in this case, we're going to accept it, and now it's activated. So it's now linked to the primary IBC profile. Earnings from this account will now be connected to the primary account. So it's basically like a sub account. To unlink it, you can still unlink that account by going to the IBCs tab and clicking the unlink button next to the member ID number. So we continue from there, and we're just back to the start. And you'll see up in here it says it's a secondary IBC. It's not verified because the documents in that aren't verified from the primary yet. Once it is, that will say verified. You'll also notice that in this sub account, if you go to IBCs, you now have the primary in there as well, and you can unlink it here by just clicking on the unlink. If we do that, we click on that and link's removed. So it's unlinked the account straight away. If we continue, we then should go back and it'll say that it's not got a profile associated with it. And that's how you link and unlink accounts and set up your primary profile. Hope that helps you guys, and I'll talk to you again later.